Everyone, welcome back to another cozy session of Social Equity Live. Today I'm coming to you live from Instagram with my baby grandma adrenal cocktail and my hair all up ready to go get it cut and colored today. And if you hear any weird squishy sounds, it's because I have on leather pants and they're extra squishy. Hello. Today we're going to be diving into what we want more of in 2024. And honestly, the only way we're going to get more of what we want in this new year is going to be doing less of what we don't want and really eliminating anything and everything that has been holding us back from pursuing the vision that we have for our lives. If you're listening, you know that you have a purpose. If you're listening, I know you've got this big idea. I know you've got this big plan and you might be looking at it going like, how am I going to get from here to there? And today we're going to talk about that. I want to have this conversation that helps you figure out exactly what you need to remove in order to expand. Because sometimes in order to get to where we want to be, we've got to take the weights off, the things that just aren't working, the things that are not feeling so good to your nervous system, to your business, whatever's holding you back. Now, you probably are thinking of something in your head right now. You're like, oh, yeah, that thing that I don't really want to do, but I do because I quote unquote need to do it. Maybe that's the thing that's holding you back from having time to do what you really want. Maybe that's holding you back because you're sitting in, oh, I'll just do this thing because there's no way I could really go all in and pursue exactly what I want to do, all in, all my energy into it. And I know for me, there's a lot of expansion that I want to take place in my business. Like this year has been magical. And I'm so grateful for each and every life I get to touch, teaching the Profitable Personal Brand Blueprint so you can build your profitable personal brand in 6 months or less. I'm so grateful, but I want more. I want to go bigger. I have a bigger vision for helping more women. This year alone, I want to help 1,000 women. Yes, 1,000 women. Now, I don't know how that's going to happen in 2024. But the one thing that I can give you for sure is there's no, and people will try to sell you this, but there's no one strategy for everyone. But the one thing that does work is moving. It's going, oh, I want to do this thing. And I'm just going to figure it out. I'm going to make it happen. The thing is, nothing can stop me from the vision. Nothing can stop me from winning because there's no way that I couldn't possibly not get what I want because I refuse to give up. I don't have a give up bone in my body. If I fall down, I get back up again. There's just no option but success. That is the mindset that I've had to have to get me to where I'm at. And for those of you listening, hi, got some lovely, powerful women here. If that's the mindset that you have, then that's all it actually takes. Because anything you decide to do in life, you're going to win at it. So I put together this book called How to Get What You Want. It's a free ebook. Just DM me the word manifest. It's my manifestation guide. I'll give it to you totally free. I want you to start off your 2024 with a magical pep in your step, knowing you can achieve exactly what you want to achieve. So just DM me the word manifest and I'll send it over to you. But I'm going to pull a little bit out of the book so you can get some practice in today. Because if you're like me, you're not going into 2024 without a vision. You're not. You wouldn't be here if you were just an average person wanting to do average things. That's not how It's not how we roll. Good morning, traveler. Hello, Alexa. So glad you're here. If you want to do something extraordinary in your business, in your life, and build a business that is founded on peace and purpose, then it's going to mean removing anything that does not align with that. So when I ask my clients, like, how are you going to get what you want? The first answer they give me typically isn't the right answer. The right answer is you just decide you're going to get it. There's no like, well, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to, like, that makes it so complicated. Yeah, there's so many strategies. I love teaching strategies. The women in my program get strategies, of course. But your number one go-to resolve needs to be, well, I just decide to. Because if that's who you are, you're like, I'm just that girl that decides that everything is working out for me. I'm just that girl that decides that I'm not making less than $10,000 a month. I'm just that girl that decides that I'm never going to make less than $20,000 a month. I'm just that girl who decides that I just make more and more. I'm just that girl who decides that my business is on fire. I'm just that girl who decides. I decide and I take the action that I need to take based on the decision I made about my life. It all comes down to one decision. And then you choose to take steps towards that one decision every single day. But you literally decide. It doesn't have to be that complicated. So my first question for you is, what are you deciding that you're going to get in 2024? What are you just going, I'm deciding. It is that simple for me, and I'm believing in receiving, and I'm taking steps in faith. If you're listening and you're like, okay, I want to solidify this, write in the comments. What are you deciding? That it's not an option. It's simply not an option to do less. Not how we roll here. So deciding that you will go get it. Deciding what you really want and going for it. Now, if you want this to manifest faster in your life, then there's two very simple things that you will do. You're going to take steps. You're going to take steps towards more of what you want. And you are going to back away from the things that hold you back from what you want. Okay? In my book, I wrote down some like really simple examples because I don't think people realize how simple it is. I am Christina Basia says, I'm deciding that I don't make less than $10,000 a month in my business. Yes, I love this. Okay. Christine Batista, where are you at now? I'm so curious if you'd be vulnerable and share where you're at now. And then that way we can figure out, okay, you've decided, now what's the next step? What is that going to look like for you in your business? If you feel comfortable sharing where you're at now, awesome. If you don't, it's totally okay. But I like to use social equity for spotlight coaching, especially on days like today where I'm having a cozy session and I'm drinking my adrenal cocktail and it's like just you and me, like, and everyone else. But it feels like it's just you and me having a cup of tea, right? Hello, welcome to the show, everyone. If you're just tuning in, this is Social Equity, the podcast. I host it live every Wednesday at noon. And I'm so glad that you're here. We're talking about our goals for 2024. It's fun. Okay, Christine Batista bravely shares and authentically shares and bravely states exactly what she's going to do this year. She says, we're 10Xing. We're 10Xing. She's at 1K now. She's ready to 10X. I love that you're willing to write it down and you're like, this is it for me. This is it. Let's go. Okay, so what steps? Yes, so she's already on it. This is my kind of woman. I was going to say, what steps are you taking to 10X that income? And she says, I'm currently building offers. Love it. Now, my first piece of advice, without knowing anything, right, about what Christine's building, is what offer is going to get you most lit up, most excited, and potentially bring in the most amount of money. That is the one I want you to pursue, create, promote first. Also, I think people who sit on an offer too long are 100% normal. We're not normal here. I want you to not sit on this offer. I want you to start selling this offer. Even if you're still building out the frameworks for the offer. If you know and you have the experience, go get it, girl. Go get it. Don't wait. Like, no one needs to know a lot of details. You know, I need you, Christine, to start thinking about the transformation, the magic that you provide your clients. And I want you to start selling that now. The way that I can say confidently, okay, I want you to put this for you, your marketing mantra. Hi, I'm Sophia Spallino and I help who? Powerful women. What type of women? Powerful women. Build or achieve what? Profitable personal brands. How? With my PPB blueprint. How fast can I get results? In 6 months or less. So I want you to sell the transformation. What is your specific methodology? What is the framework that it's taken you? So right now you said you're making $1K a month. You've obviously had clients. I want you to go get reviews. I want you to notate what's the time it's taking to get that transformation. And I want you to communicate that until you feel like you're blue in the face and you're going to sell that offer. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me back up because we've got some more comments coming in. But Christine, please keep sharing. I'm loving this conversation. If you wanted to go live with me, I'm down to open up and allow you to pop in. So if you feel comfortable with that and you want to talk about your offers and like, let's talk about structuring them live, just send a request. I'm down. Gotawa says she's uplifting her fees. Yes, we love it. Charging more. So now the new year is a great time to reach out to your clients and say, look, my fees are going up this year. That is such a badass move, and I'm so proud of you. What do you do, Gotawa? How do you help people? I'm curious, what fees are you lifting up? Michelle Flammer says she's glad to see me smiling. Thank you. I'm glad to see me smiling too. Yes, okay. Gotawa says that's what she did at the beginning. You just start selling. Absolutely right. And the thing that holds so many people back is they're not getting enough social proof right away. And so it makes it really challenging to sell. Let me crack my neck. Oh, I just did cycling this morning and like, I always feel so good right after my workout. And then I'm like, okay, gotta keep stretching. Reminder to keep stretching. But so what I did when I first started building this part of my business was I started doing very affordable offers for people. And then whenever they would get into my DMs and they wanted, okay, this is like a miniature version of my bigger offer. I'll do this like miniature thing for you for this low rate, for a limited time. Okay, so we got the time urgency. We've got the scarcity. There's only going to be, I'm only helping 40 women do this, the first 40 women to DM me. Maybe your audience is smaller, so you might want to say the first 4 women to DM you, whatever. And I was able to collect so many reviews. Now, what was really cool is when people DM'd me, you know what I did? I responded back and I said, I know this is such a good deal, but I'm going to make you an even better deal. If you make me a video review, and if you could leave your honest text review after I complete the service for you, I'll cut this amazing price in half. And people were like, what? And that's how I got my first like huge chunk of reviews. So for right now, do what you need to do, whether that's like helping your family and friends, or like you said, Christine has enough clients that she is bringing in revenue. Make sure that you're getting reviews. So important. If you DM me the keyword testimonial, I'll actually send you a testimonial cheat sheet that we have, a plug and make money model that we give our PPB members, and I will send it to you for free. Christine or anyone else who wants to get those testimonials, I'll be so happy to share with you. Just DM us testimonial. Okay, Gotao is a mental trainer similar to coaching. I love that. I also love the language around that. Mental trainer. Freaking love it. Okay, Christine said she wants to come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Christine, as soon as you accept, I want to know exactly who you are, who you help. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm Christine Batista, and hi, and I am a somatic breathwork practitioner, NLP coach, and I'm still working on really solidifying my, like you just said, my like tagline, but I help women heal and come back home to themselves, but I'm having a tough time coming to like that transformation. I do have really good testimonials of women really saying that the breath work really helps them heal trauma, even just like in a couple of sessions. Mm-hmm. And so, I just have to get
let's talk about it, because everyone here, that's the cool thing about Spotlight Coaching. I do this in my PPP coaching program. And whenever I'm able to help one woman, everyone watching this or listening to it later is going to be able to apply it to them. So I'm so excited to help you. If you want me to help you, nail something down here. Okay. So who do you typically help? Who's that ideal client? Is it typically women who are in a certain industry? Why are they coming to you? Are they stressed out mothers? Are they stressed out corporate women?
Yeah. So I've come to the idea that I serve spiritually
They're already on that
women.
path. They're very receptive.
Yes, already on that path. And let's see what else. They just kind of need more assistance to get to the next level of their healing journey. Maybe plateaued, maybe feeling not really sure what's the next modality.
And are they seeking more connection to God or more stress relief?
Ooh, I would say both, but I think the direction I really want to take it is more anchoring in their faith.
I love that. So what's really, really fun about at least what I've been playing with now is being very vocal about my spirituality, because I came out of the closet and like just kind of left like being spiritual for a while. And now it's been so fun to share that again with my audience. And I was a little nervous at first because you don't want people to like run away. But what I've really learned is people love the more you stand up for who you are and like what you want people to feel lit up about and what you're lit up about, you're going to attract those people. So instead of leaning into just like the anxiety relief, really talking about like, okay, so the goal outcome here isn't just anxiety relief. It is like this, it's waking up every single day and feeling good because you have a connection to God. And if you don't feel that right away, then now you have the practitioner to go to reconnect. Because like ultimately, we're all just wanting to feel that juiced up feeling. And that is connection to God. And we're all selling it in a different way, like helping people reconnect. No matter what you do, whoever's listening to this, like if you are a website designer, you're still helping people reconnect to God because you're creating something beautiful and like bringing their vision and purpose to life. So I love that. I love that for you. And I love that like you could have a discovery of, okay, that's what I'm doing. So you're helping women who are already spiritual. So after you get off this call, I want you to hammer it out. But I help spiritually maybe hungry, like, because I love that word, like someone who's ready to take action, right? Like they're not, you're not having to convince them. Like they're ready. They're so ready to like get to that next level. So spiritually hungry women who want to connect to God or want to connect to the breath of God. Like I think that's a beautiful, yeah, because it's breath work. Yeah. So
Yes. Ooh.
yeah, it's good. Cheers. See, I'm doing what I'm meant to do. We're connecting
Okay.
to God right now.
No, I really appreciate you sharing your stories even yesterday about God, because I feel like that even gave me the push to like share something on feed. And I just feel like a lot of women are waking up, especially in business, talking about
It is.
co-creating with God, and it's just so beautiful. And I like want to assist women that are like doing their thing in the world and really
I
want
love it. And there's
God to be a part
so
of
much
it.
money to be
So
made. So just so you know, it's the end of the year. We're all expensing. I need a practitioner to help connect me to God for my money mindset. That is an expense. And in the past, um, like 2 weeks, I've had so many business expenses before the end of the year. And so everyone's looking for these expenses to help them better their business, to better their mindset, their life, you know? So I love this. And I know that if you go into helping women and knowing it affects every area of their life, that it can greatly benefit you. But you got to just speak to that woman who knows that she needs this breakthrough for her business. Like that's why I've just invested with Reverend Sydney Fenn. So like because she was able to communicate through her marketing. It's like this is what I teach will help expand your business, and it will, because I've seen the evidence of it, right? So in what you've done, can you specifically speak to those women who have those resources because they are badass business owners like me, right? That need this slowing down and connection to God and the breath. So
so
how
true.
long has it
So
been
true.
typically to get a client to a place of a relief and to a place of expansion? Because that would be the two places, right? First they hit relief, and then they would get to that elevated expansion, I would assume, right? We can't just
For sure. Yeah, so the breathwork journeys that I usually do are about like an hour and a half long, like the whole session. And I would say within one session, clients are definitely getting that release, because that's what we focus on the first half. And then the second half is really calling in and bringing in that expansive energy of like visualizing what they truly desire
And the
and things
offer
like
that
that.
you're working on now, is that like a container of breath work with you per week? Is that life coaching or is it only breath work? What does that look like?
Currently, it's only breath work, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on is something with breath work, life coaching container,
Yes.
thinking 2 to 3 months. I like 2 months
Okay.
just because I'm really starting off. And yeah, so
Okay.
that's right
Well, I
now what
will
I'm working
say
on.
if you qualify your clients properly, where you work with people, only the people you love, you will want to work with someone for more than 2 months because you'll be able to feel more stability as someone comes in and they invest to work with you for this amount of time. Then you're able to work with them, feel at ease that you're financially supported, and then you can create offers to expand upon that. But I would say, especially with the clients that I work with, if we're going to be doing a longer container, like 3 to 6 months feels really stable. Because
Mm,
like 2 months, it's fine if you have like a special connection with like, okay, it's 8 week process. That's one thing. But when it
right.
comes to this stability, I love seeing at least the women I coach go into longer containers so they're able to feel in their nervous system, okay, we've got money, payments coming in for this amount of time. And when you're able to produce and to provide from that full cup, it's just a little bit longer for
Yeah.
you. But if your content is effective, you should have new qualified leads coming in all the time to work with you. it just might take some time to build that momentum. But I will say having those longer containers
Yeah.
are really good for the nervous system. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that totally
So
makes
is this the
sense.
first offer you put together other than your hourlies? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So you really get to make it whatever you want. That's exciting.
Yes, it's really exciting. And I have to remind myself of that. Like, yes, I get to make this however I want. How do I really
Yeah.
want to serve these women?
Yeah.
Asking
And
me to
what's
serve
going
these
to feel
women.
expansive every day? Like how high of touch, or is it a
Ooh,
once a week meeting? Like those are the things you have to ask yourself. So yeah, if you want to hammer
yeah.
this out more, you can book a one-on-one, or I don't know if you've heard about my coaching program, Profitable Personal Brand Coaching Program, but we take you through 6 weeks to get those systems in place. Sorry, 6 weeks, 6 months to get those systems in place for you to build a content machine and an email marketing machine for your business that sells in your sleep. So of course, nothing is passive here. You wake up and you make your content, but you're able to create from a juiced up place rather than like an overwhelmed, I'm not sure what's working. And I think that's where a lot of us have gotten stuck. I know
Right.
that's where I got stuck when I was in the very beginning. It's like, well, I'm creating this content, but is it selling? Are you able to create content now that's selling? I haven't gotten to look at your.
I feel I'm just
Okay.
like getting started, but
Okay. Okay.
really.
Well, once you are ready to really go all in on the business, content will be number one priority every day. Your day is going to look like, for anyone listening to this who's just getting started, your day beyond you've created your offer. It's like, okay, I know what I'm selling. And you've got your Instagram
Mm,
profile set up. Now, your number one job is one for you to have your connection with God every day so you can serve your clients. You serve the existing clients you have
mm,
with the utmost integrity and their priority. And then the rest of your day, you market, you create content to sell your services. And where this starts to make a lot of sense is you create that offer suite that allows you that time freedom. So you have these high ticket offers for
mm.
very few clients, and then you have like a group program where you're able to serve so many at one time. And then the rest of your work day is creating from an inspired place. And just, it's almost like the creation, the social media is just like these open doors of your little church, of your little business that becomes a big business, that becomes a big platform. And so creating that bandwidth to be able to create and create from an inspired place will be your next priority.
For
You're
sure. Oh,
welcome.
I
Do you have
appreciate
any
you so
last
much.
question for
So
me?
I think I'm good. I'll DM you. Oh, you mentioned something
Yes.
about
DM me the
testimonial
word
PDF.
testimonial. I'm pretty sure that's our keyword that we have set up. And we'll drop you that testimonial. So it's a plug and make money model. And this is something that I offer everyone in the PPB coaching program. So as you learn a lesson, you'll learn the lesson, but almost every lesson comes with a plug and make money template, whether that's for content or email marketing. And in this case, it's a letter that you're able to send to existing clients, and they immediately send you back a
Mm.
video. Like I've had people who struggle with like feeling comfortable in front of the camera, like the way that this letter is written is like, oh, this is so easy. I'm going to do this for her. And they're able to make a video for you that you can use as a testimonial. And it tells a story. It's very
Oh,
important that the testimonial like tells that story, right? Like the transformation story.
mm,
Yes,
that's so
yes.
good.
So
Okay,
you're
so
You're
yeah,
welcome.
thank you
So DM
again.
me
I
that
really
word
appreciate you.
testimonial. And if you're curious about the program, it's just DMPPB, and we'll be happy to give you at least a free strategy call. Nothing to lose. And you're welcome. Have
Amazing.
an
Thank you so
amazing
much.
day. Thanks for coming on. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed getting to watch some Spotlight coaching. I know every time I see someone getting Spotlight coached, I just immediately start playing in my head like, how could I apply this to my business? How could I apply this to my personal life? How could I apply this to my world? Hope that you got lots of value from that. And if you're paying attention, I know you did. We're really setting the vision for 2024, guys. What's it going to be? More importantly, what's it not going to be? What do you no longer have space for in 2024? Like, what is simply not an option because you're only available for more? We could think about this just with money, energetic minimums, energetic maximums. What I mean by that is, like, what's the least amount that you will ever have in your bank account coming in monthly? What is the most you actually believe that you can make? Like, right now, you might not be, if you are already offering a service, you might not be making what you want to make because, one, you don't believe that you could see those numbers in your bank account. Two, you're having resistance to holding that many clients. And let me be honest with you, that was the hardest thing for me to overcome. It was like, can I hold all of this? And if you feel you can't, and you've already been coaching for a long time, if you're like, I don't know how I can make more, then it is time to adjust your offer suite. It is time to think about, how can I serve more people? If you want to make more money, the number one question you need to ask yourself is, how can I impact more people? How can I change more lives? The more lives you change, the more money you make. It's not selfish to make a lot of money. And in 2024, you've got to drop that. You will make more money as soon as you're like, I'm going to impact more people. I am here to do something that is going to make people smile. Like, Deborah's here. Deborah just joined the program. Welcome. So glad you're here. Deborah's a service writer. She is a physical service provider. She helps people feel beautiful for special occasions by adorning them in beautiful things, especially here in South Louisiana. That, the more impact you make, the more women you make feel beautiful, the more magical moments you make. Hey, the more joy you bring to someone's event, that impact directly correlates with more money. So it's never wrong to want more money, because the more money you make, that's just evidence of the more impact that you've had in the world. So can all of us just take a deep breath and go into 2024 going like, it's okay to want to make more money because I want to have a bigger impact. I'm so ready to reach more people. And if energetically, like, if you feel that safety of, it's okay, I can do it, I can handle all the business that's going to come for me, then you're able to create content in a state of mind that's like inviting yourself to be seen in the world and to be seen on social media. If you go into creating content with like, oh, if this brings me a new client, it might stress me out, then like, you're not going to get the new client. You got to come in from a place of just like, this is good, I can do this. Yes, Deborah says this is how she feels. I love it. You can do it. Again, Deborah's in the PPP program. She just joined. Guys, right now is for the next 2 weeks, we're offering beta pricing to come into the program that officially starts the end of January. Okay. If you want to get into this program at the lowest price I will ever offer it again, DM me PPB, because the price is going to double and a half minimum, double and a half. Estefiana, DM me PPB. I definitely want to make sure that you get access to the program at this price. There will be no time to ever work with me at this price again. In fact, the VIP side of my business, I have a wait list that I just deny everyone to work with me one-on-one because I'm so focused on this program. This is going to be the most impactful thing I've ever done in my entire career. And for VIP, it costs $5,000 to $10,000 to work with me a month. This program is a fraction of that for an entire 6 months. One payment for an entire 6 months of a fraction of that. DM me to know more details. I'm just saying, if you want to build the brand and business of your dreams in 2024, it's not time to play small. It's time to take, you can expense this for your business. If you're like, I need to spend money so that I can expense it, like, talk to your CPA, but most likely you can expense this. And this is continuing education for you. This is not just continuing education. It's the secrets that have gotten me to where I am today that I'm literally handing you on a silver platter because I wish someone told me for the 8 years that I was in the industry. I wish I knew the secrets to selling online. If you're posting online and you're not making money, it's like going into the kitchen and cooking and burning the food every time and still doing it the same way the next day. Like, oh, burnt the cookies again. Oh, I burnt the cookies again, but at least I cooked them. At least I wasted time in the kitchen. Like, that is what's happening. It's time to walk into 2024 going, I decide, and I've got strategy. And if that's you, DM me PPB, and we're going to get you set up with a free strategy call, see if you're a good fit for the program, and make sure that I can help you depending on what your goals are. If you're ready to scale your business, let's go. Like, 2024 is going to be freaking amazing if you decide. So back to manifesting. By the way, if you want to get my free ebook, 11 pages, how to get what you want, just DM me the keyword manifest. We'll get it over to you. But the two most simple things is, three things. You decide. One, you just decide. Two, you take steps towards what you want. And three, you remove yourself from what you don't want. So if you find yourself doing things in your business that you don't want to do, you pull back from that. And if you find yourself doing things in your life that slow you down, like maybe you watch too much TV, like, then you shouldn't be hanging out here because we're only going big. We're not here to play around. We're here to change lives. We're here to build six-figure businesses, multi-six-figure businesses. I am on my way to making my first million. You're next. So what are you going to take steps back from? What are you going to remove from your life so you can take steps forward towards what you want? My notes say, literally make what you want more familiar. When I left the trailer park, y'all, and I decided I'm somehow going to live in a wonderful place, I'm somehow going to get what I want, I just decided and I made myself more familiar with it. I literally used to drive from a very icky part of town and plop myself where I quote unquote didn't belong, walking in my dream neighborhood, and would just sit in the empty fields and manifest my house. There were times I thought I was crazy. There were many people who thought I was crazy. Driving 30 minutes to this space every day at 5:30 in the morning so I could sit before working my 8 to 6 job. But I believed. But I decided. I was like, I'm going to build my brand. This is the last thing I do. And I did. And I did it the hard way. I can teach you the easier way. But I just decided I made myself more familiar. I put myself in places and around people and the right mindset, the right state of mind. If I know if I would have stayed in that icky area where I wasn't inspired by what was around me, I would not be the woman I am today, making the money I am today, impacting the lives I am today. So where do you need to stop going? Where do you need to make the move? Where do you need to let go of something to grab onto something better? Because if there's anything that I know for sure, it is exchanging good for the knowing and the trust that great is coming, that will change your whole life. But you have to trust that great is coming and that you're creating that reality where only great can flow in because you trust God and you trust yourself. Because let's be real, that's the only thing you can do is trust God and trust yourself. That's it. Everything else, kind of an illusion. It's wonderful. It is wonderful to have a supportive family. It's wonderful to have supportive friends. It's wonderful, I imagine, to have a supportive partner. But what you have for sure is God. I point up, but God's here, and yourself. And if you know what you're meant to do, and every single day you take nothing is gonna stop me action, you will get there. So if you want access to my free ebook, How to Get What You Want, my manifestation hacks, it's literally an 11-page cheat sheet. I'm happy to send it to you. I want you to start 2024 off right. I will send it to you for free. DM me manifestation or manifest, I believe is the keyword, manifest on Instagram. Okay. DM me that. And if you are curious about joining the Profitable Personal Brand Coaching Program, this is not a basic ass program. I teach live. I provide a course, but I also provide plug and make money models for you to create content in half the amount of time. Content that's effective, content that sells. So if you have been creating and not selling, this is your moment to level up. If you've been selling but you want to sell more, this is your moment to level up. It's 2024. It's coming. We decide if we want it to look different. We decide if we want it to just be the same. And as for me and my business, we're going to the top. Are you coming?